We are now live. Good morning, everybody. It's Thursday. It's Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, this week has gone by quick.
Yes, it is.
How's everybody feeling? I feel my muscles I'm feeling my muscles in my upper back. I think it was the stick thing that we did yesterday.
Okay.
It's really stretched out my muscles. And also, I've been doing 100 swings a day after we do our workout here. And
You doing it right afterwards?
No, I wait a little bit.
Okay.
But I used a bigger weight than I normally do. It looked like the right size to me. So I got going and I'm like, this feels different. And at the end, I did 100. And at the end, I'm like, wow, holy smokes. And it was a bigger weight than I normally do. So I feel it, but it's not a bad feeling.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? It keeps me in the know of what, that my muscles are working, that I'm working my body, that I'm building strength and stability and all that good stuff.
Well, reminder.
Flexibility and all that. How are you doing this morning? How's everybody doing out there? It's raining here in the upper northeast corner of the United States. I love it when it rains. It's like cleansing. It's like crying. A lot of people are afraid to cry. They don't want to have other people see them cry. They feel weak, or people make them feel, or people say that you're weak if you cry. It's not true. Crying is cleansing. It's getting the emotion out of your body. If you don't cry, if you hold it in and you force yourself not to cry, you're keeping emotions and feelings stuffed inside of your body, and that will affect your health. It affects disease, all kinds of things, diabetes, heart problems, all of that. So when you cry, you release that energy and that emotion and get it out of your physical body. It's amazing how connected our body is with our emotions and feelings.
Yeah, and that's not just words. I mean, it's literally stuck in your body as tension. We walk around gripping onto our own bones out of fear. Our emotional hangups are right there on us all the time.
In our internal organs, in our hips, shoulders, neck, jaw, tongue, behind our eyes.
In your toes.
If you meditate, or if you spend any time just in mindfulness,
paying attention to yourself, exactly,
you'll realize how much you tense your body throughout the day and the energy that's using. So it's such an interesting subject. The connection between our emotions and the human body itself, so interesting, and how it perpetuates if you have the stuffing those emotions of trauma or whatever. It perpetuates disease and ill health. So for your health, cry. That's the message this morning. It always feels good after I cry.
Good.
So that's good. So this morning I had posted when we first came on about how's your form.
Yeah.
And this is really, really important, because I'm not going to name any names, but we have seen some online videos of people using kettlebells, and it's so important to swing your kettlebell with proper form. And you want to make sure that whoever's teaching you is trained specifically in kettlebell workouts.
Yes. If they're just, you can be a fantastic physical trainer that uses all kinds of weights and other tools. And if you believe that the kettlebell is just another tool that you can use like the things that you've used before, you're going to be fucking people up. There is no two ways about it. You have to get proper instruction in kettlebell training to understand. If you use the kettlebell like a dumbbell, well, fine. You're not going to do anything wrong because you know how to use a dumbbell and you're just using it like one. But it's not. It's used differently. When you swing a kettlebell around, a couple of things are happening. One, there's G-forces acting upon that bell. And so a 35-pound kettlebell at the bottom of the swing might actually weigh in at 3 times that weight because it's in motion. You're changing its direction. A little bit of physics study will tell you that that's a different number than what's on the label. Second thing, if you do a kettlebell exercise like the swing properly, you will get stronger every time you pick it up. If you do it improperly, you will either create a repetitive motion injury real fast because you're just doing something wrong under load, or you will seriously hurt yourself. If you're doing a swing and using the biggest muscles of your body to accomplish that action, and then somewhere in the middle, bend your back, you're taking all of that load, all of that weight, and instead of putting it on the biggest joint in your body, you're putting it on one little vertebrae. It's a bad idea, folks.
It's simple. It's just not easy. And all we're saying is you need to have proper kettlebell training. It's not just a weight. It's not just about swinging the kettlebell with your arms. It's a specific form that you use. That's all. We just don't want to see anybody get hurt. So for those of you who are new to kettlebell and you're interested in learning about it and the connection between your body and strength, mobility, flexibility and your kettlebell, if you go to Sensei David Hill's, we have on his YouTube channel about 8 or 9 months worth of training that goes over this from the very start of picking up a kettlebell, proper form, proper kettlebell, and doing the swings and everything that we do.
There's a couple of videos that are under the playlist of kettlebell basics.
Yeah.
That's what you need. First is kettlebell basics, then there's some basic techniques, and then you can do these live workouts.
If you're using a kettlebell and you want to have David take a look at your form to make sure that you're doing it properly, because it's so important, you can either send him a video or you can do a live Zoom call with him, and he'll do it.
I'll walk you through it. We'll get it right.
You know, we want to make sure that you're doing it correctly. Angela, and Michael Horton. Great to see all of you here this morning. Kettlebells are workout with weights. You know, Angela is a beach body girl. I believe you were on my team when we did that. So I know how to lift weights. Kettlebell is a whole different animal. Teaches you some different things that weights. So you can do both. You can do kettlebell and weights, but they're used 2 different ways. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, we need to get some warm-ups in. So we're just going to, if any of you are seated, you need to stand up, put your coffee down or whatever you're drinking, and do some hops. And these are drop down shoulders. So you just drop your shoulders down. You don't have to hop up if you got knee injuries or whatever. You can just go like this and just drop your shoulders down. Hey, it feels really good. We are barefoot. So those of you who are working out with us, take your shoes off, take your socks off. You need to be able to grip into the floor. We are standing on a mat that's what, ½ inch thick?
About an inch, actually.
Okay, an inch thick. And then, or you can use
puzzle mats.
Some other mat or yoga mat or whatever. But it is, I like to have a little cushion under my feet.
One thing you can do is go down to Tractor Supply or Ames and get yourself a horse mat. They come in like 3x5 sheets for about $50. Big, thick rubber mat. Yeah. They use them a lot of people use them in gyms for the flooring and so forth.
This one we have is great for gripping.
Yep.
So when we're using our toes for stability in our workout, we're able to grip into this mat. So that's what we have there. You can wear comfortable clothing. You don't need any special gear. I have my Savvy clothing on. If you are in need of new workout clothes, message me. I'll send you a shopping link and it's $25 off your first order. They have amazing workout clothes. I have so many leggings and sports bras now, jackets, and it's great. It helps with if you're getting up in the morning and you don't feel like working out, it really helps for me to be able to put something on that looks good and makes me feel good and motivates me to do my workout. We're just doing some easy head rolls. You want to be easy with this. Going to the right, waking up our body, getting things warmed up before we do some kettlebell. Easy warm up. You can also warm up before we come on at 6. If you need more of a warm up than what we do here, you can do some of these moves before we even come on and then join us as well. Really, everybody's different. Everybody's body is different. So it's about paying attention to your own body, whether you're running, whether you're working out with weights, whether you're doing yoga, it doesn't matter. Really need to listen to what your body is telling you. Shoulder rolls. Also take your shoulders like this and roll back like this. Hip rotation. This is the move it or lose it move. As we get older, we have Alan with us here this morning, and he is, gosh, I don't know, how old are you these days, Alan? Anyway, he's amazing. He's an older gentleman and very active. He runs.
Oh, this is you interviewed.
Yeah, I did an interview on my YouTube channel with him. He's done marathons and all kinds of really cool things. Really a testament to you're as old as you want to be. You know what I mean? Your chronological age does not have to define your age. And we have knee rotation. You want to be easy with these, you know. You don't want to injure knees. We're just getting things warmed up, getting the bones moving, getting the circuits fired. You can incorporate the ankles with this too. I like to do that. Just feels really good.
All right. Reach the hands up. Shift all the weight to the one side and rotate to the other. So it sucks that one foot has no weight on it.
A nice side stretch here.
And to the other side, half moon shape.
I'm just going to stretch up here because my upper back and shoulders definitely a feeling whatever we did yesterday.
Oh, you know what it is? It was the bar with the hands overhead and doing squats.
Yeah.
Because, and you'll feel it in here.
I feel it all.
It's like a way that your back needs to stretch that you didn't realize you needed to stretch it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's
what I think what I'm going to do is you can do this too. So right here is where I'm feeling it. You just take your arms straight ahead and just gently stretch, and it'll stretch this upper back part here just a little bit. You don't want to over tug on this. We're just warming things up. Definitely feel it this morning. But that's the part of my body, honestly, that needs the most work. Because I used to work standing up, holding a tablet, looking down like this all day, 8 hours a day for years, my shoulders started rounding because that's the way I was standing.
Shoulders come forward and upper back starts to round.
So
it's a recipe for disaster.
Since I've been working out with Kettlebell and doing these workouts, it has improved
It has.
How my shoulders are, and I can tell just from what we did yesterday that that's still an area that needs work. All right.
Grab your bell.
Grab our kettlebells, everybody.
All right. 2 hands on the bell. Seat your shoulders. Drive into the heels to pick it up. 1, 2. Now I want you to bring your attention to your knees. They stay still in space, and you sit back like you're sitting into a chair, and then drive into the heels, hip forward. 2. Focus on the hip. 3. That's good.
How do you keep your knees still? Do you just
That's a really good question. Put the kettlebell down. Kendra just asked, how do you keep your knees still?
because the automatic response when you're going down is to move your
So what I saw you doing was 90% of it, you were keeping your knees still, and there was a brief little point where your knees came forward a little bit.
So how do you keep them still?
By keeping your mind in your knees. As soon as so this is what's going on. Watch my knees. I'm thinking about my knees, and then hip. You see it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you have to think about your knees, and then keep thinking about your knees, right? As soon as your mind drifts to another part of your body, your knees will move.
Right.
Right? So do just 2 or 3 more. And this it's not a very challenging exercise to do in terms of the amount of weight. That was really good. You're struggling with it. Yes. Good.
Well, I'm not struggling.
Well, no, what I mean is that there was a couple, like, see, there at the very bottom, they want to come forward. Yeah. And it's not that it's really one of those things where it's like, to be present is a challenge. Being present from moment to moment to moment to moment, you'll find that very quickly you start to think about something else. And now you're not present anymore.
Or you still can be present, but
But you're present somewhere else.
Well, I mean, I was present in my knees. I still didn't feel them moving forward. I mean, I was present. You still have to, it's work. You still have to work at it. So it's being present and working at it to making sure that you're doing it properly.
Precisely. Okay, so sit back into our hips, grab the bell, and come back up. Now, same thing with our swing. Don't let the knees come forward as you go down. Think hip back, hip back. Here we go. Now, alternating single arm swings. And set it down. How are we feeling today?
Pretty good. I mean, it's Thursday, so
all right.
By the time it gets to be Thursday, you can feel your body just, you know.
Okay, so what I'd like to do today is with this heavy kettlebell, we're going to do some long cycle for duration. So let's do 50. 50 long cycle, which is swing to the rack and press. We're going to change hands every 5.
Okay.
Now, I know that seems like that's a tall order because it's a lot of weight, but it won't be long. You'll be doing it without.
Right.
Here we go. Reach down and grab the bell. Tighten your core. Grip with your toes. Seat your shoulder. Swing it to the rack. Press. 1. Change hands. Change hands. 15. Change hands. Now it starts to get hard. Now it has to be the body. The arm is not going to cut it. That's halfway.
Oops.
Change hands. Whenever you want to go down to the other weight, feel free. That's 40, last set. There's 5 on each side. 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 3,
Sorry. That was hard.
That was definitely hard.
Quick turn. But so I noticed with myself, I had to really pay attention to my knees. They wanted to jet forward.
Yeah. Especially on the press, right?
Yeah, that's where. So I had to really concentrate and put my hips back instead of my knees forward. It was harder.
It is.
Until you get, you know,
Until you get used to
until
it.
you get used to it. 'Cause you're using the power of your glutes, your hips, your core to hoist the kettlebell up. And if you're putting load on your knees, hey, that's going to injure your knees. The biggest part of your is here. So
Yeah.
I had to pay attention to that. There's a few times where I noticed my started forward.
Absolutely.
But I corrected it.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
all it takes is paying attention.
That was tough.
Yeah. I think we're good for today.
Yeah, that was a Thursday. Thank you so much for being here with us. On board with us. We have Frank, Patty, Luz. Wow. Fantastic. So thankful for all of you to be here with us. I hope you're building strength, mobility, flexibility in your bodies. It's really the way to go as you age. And we will help you with motivation, inspiration, consistency, dedication. That's what it takes. Just get up and do it every single day. Or we do kettlebell 5 days a week. And you can join us for free. Just come online at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
You got to pay attention.
And pay attention and listen.
It's not totally free.
So David is kettlebell certified. He's been through the training. He's worked with a kettlebell for years. He knows the proper form. He knows how it works with your body. So you really need to have a coach or someone that knows what they're talking about. And that's why we're here. We're here to help you. We're here to help you build strength, not just your bodies, but in your mind and your soul as well. Sending love to all of you this morning. Thank you. I hope you make this a fantastic day. And we'll see you here bright and early, 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow morning, Friday. And it's somebody that just came on. I don't know what it is.
All right, guys.
Thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Enjoy your day.
Actually, that thing has been on since almost the beginning.